Real quick, do we want to go through our top movies of 1987? I know we probably don't have a ton, but
I don't have a ton, but yeah.
so I have a top 5 from 1987, and I'm happy to go first while you pull yours up.
Yeah.
At number 5, I have Broadcast News. Can't go wrong with Albert Brooks.
Oh, yeah, no, not at all.
At number 4, I have Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket. Great movie. Number 3, Moonstruck.
Yep,
very underrated by me until I saw it comedy, and I was like, oh, this is not what I thought it was. This movie is bonkers and great.
It's great. Yeah, Norman Jewison is really
incredible.
Great, yeah.
Yep. Number 2, we got the Coen Brothers Raising Arizona.
Great movie, yeah.
And at number 1, kind of an obvious one, The Princess Bride.
Yeah, hard to argue with any of that. Oh, boy, this is tough.
Speaking of 1987, I went to trivia recently. One of the questions was, this so-called king of the soundtracks did a song on the Sylvester Stallone movie from 1987, Over the Top. I watched that like a year ago. I never would have guessed Kenny Loggins. Not in a million years.
Oh, yeah. That is a bummer. Because, yeah, I might have gotten that one. I know Kenny Loggins pretty good. My top 5, first, I have a couple of honorable mentions. I've seen more movies from 87 than I realized. Raising Arizona would be an honorable mention for me. I do love the Coen Brothers. That's a great movie. A couple of others from 87 that I thought were great. I really like The Living Daylights, is the Bond movie from that year with Timothy Dalton.
Never did it.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I actually like both Timothy Dalton ones. Three Men and a Baby came out that year. That was, I think, the highest grossing movie that year. It was really funny. And Fatal Attraction was another Michael Douglas movie from that year, which is also very good. Those would be my honorable mentions. As for the top 5, number 5, I'm going with Predator, which I still think is just a great action movie. Number 4 for me is Bertolucci's The Last Emperor, which was the Best Picture winner that year, and seems like it would be one of those like boring, stuffy, long Best Picture winners, but it's actually really great. David Byrne does the score for it, so that's awesome.
That's sweet.
Yeah, number 3, then we're getting pretty similar here. Number 3, Moonstruck. Number 2, Broadcast News. And number 1, Princess Bride, of course.
Easy top 3. Throwing a few honorable mentions too. I think I've got 4. Predator also, Spaceballs, Lethal Weapon, and Radio Days.
Oh, yeah, Lethal Weapon. How did that? I might have to mark that I've seen that on Letterboxd. I must not have that marked. But yeah, first Lethal Weapon is great.